Today is Monday, December 26th. It's 2022. It's 6:56 in the morning. I'm here in the office and I want to make a video. Can you fucking stay still, you piece of shit? I'm talking about a little bit about why I'm irritated right now, because I'm very irritated. God, they're just a mess. Either way, mess. Whatever, I'm a mess. A fucking mess. I am irritated right now. Oh, is that blood on my finger? It is blood on my finger, god damn it. I am, I'm a very angry person. I have a lot of anger issues, and I get upset easily when I feel hurt, when I feel betrayed, ignored. Obviously, those things hurt me, feeling betrayed and ignored. So, and I don't even really want to talk about this because I already feel like I'm gonna start fucking crying, and I hate that I think about these things and I feel that urge to cry, like, because I hate it mostly because I'm annoyed at myself, because I'm like, I want to get mad at myself and tell myself to shut the fuck up, like, you're fucking grown already, get the fuck over it. But I know the more that I tell that to myself, like, that whiny, annoying, crybaby part of myself that always wants to cry every time I talk about this shit, I know that every time that I say that to that part of myself, it just, like, digs that anger deeper inside of me, helps the fucking tumor in my head grow, because I'm just suppressing all of that shit, and it just expands inside of my body. Because whether you want to fucking admit your emotions and your feelings or not, they're there. Okay, you can't get rid of them just by sucking them down and ignoring them and acting like they're not fucking there. You can't do it like that because they are there. They're not going anywhere. And the only reason why you think that they are is because you're distracting yourself, or you're making yourself sick over the long run without even realizing it, because those things, they don't go away. Those feelings inside of us that are connected to our self-esteem, our personal perspective on who we are and what we do in the world, those things don't go away. You have to deal with them. You have to fucking acknowledge them at least. And if that has to, at the very least, mean just you're crying every day just to feel it and not pretend it doesn't exist, then okay, but that's better than fucking sucking it up and acting like it's not there, because that's just deadly. It's just a deadly combination. And I wanted to make this video talking about why and a personal issue that I had, like a thought on that self-esteem spectrum that I had this morning that creates a cycle of doing for the day, of being, of how I am. Like right now, I'm all upset, obviously. And that's something that's, perpetuated when I'm in those moments of trying to not focus on whatever feelings that are coming up, when I just try and, like, keep it to the side just so I can focus on something else for the day, another task or whatever. And I know I'm making sense to some and confusing the fuck out of others, and I'm sorry that I'm not being more precise or clear in my answers. But this wasn't supposed to be an educational video anyways. I was just gonna vent in this one, so I'm sorry. I really don't fucking care if you don't understand right now. I'm just wanting to vent. I didn't want to cry. I wanted to talk. This is why I hate, like, I get so irritated at myself. Like, I can't just. And here I go again, getting all teary eyed and fucking crybaby. God. And it irritates me so fucking much. Like, it gets me so mad when I get that feeling right here, like burning in my chest. It starts to crawl up to my neck and my tear ducts and my face, and it just gets hot. And I'm just like trying not to cry. I don't want to seem like a fucking weak woman. Look at her fucking crying, so emotional and hysterical. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. That's the only reason why I don't want to let it out, because then it's like, oh, people can't take you serious when you're crying. If you're crying and you're talking while you're crying, it's like all they see is your fucking face scrunching and your tears falling and your snot dripping. They don't fucking hear the words that are coming out of your mouth. They're not trying to anyways. Just want you to shut the fuck up, because they don't want to feel. They don't want to think. I've gotten so intense about holding in my emotions, controlling them, that I don't even, whenever I see a story about a child being abused or hurt or, tortured or videos even of people that happening to them, I don't even, I can't cry in those moments. Like, I already have, like, this persona where I'm just, my mind is just somewhere else already, like, that I don't process what I'm seeing right away. Like, I don't feel it right away. It's just like, I see it and it's like, oh, there's another one. Oh my god. I get sarcastic and shit, like, kind of a dark humor, I guess. And I hate it because it's like, shit pisses me the fuck off. But I'm just a girl. Just a woman. If I get upset, mad, and angry, like a man would, I would just be seen as hysterical. A man would be seen as dangerous and threatening. I would just be seen as hysterical and out of control. And that gets me even more mad, because it's like, oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like being dangerous and threatening. I don't like giving off that energy. But I do it very well when I'm in that mode without even fucking trying. I'm not even trying to do it in those moments. And it just happens. People are scared. They get scared because they feel it. They feel that energy from me. Like that huge masculine, purely fearless energy that is ready to die if it has to at that moment, ready to sacrifice its life for whatever, in that moment. And that's something that scares people because it's not something that everybody feels, that everybody can feel. And it's kind of stupid because, in a sense, it's a bit suicidal. Like, when you think about it, it's like I'm basically suicidal out there. And it's true to an extent. I mean, I have mentioned before that I still have that voice in the back of my head that says, oh, you fucking should just kill yourself. You're worthless, you're nothing, you're gonna never do anything. That fucking depressing thing that just tries to take people out. I still have that there, and it's a very strong part of my psyche. It's been with me for fucking ever. So it's not easy to get rid of. And I sometimes do wonder if I did get rid of it fully, would I still be that, you know, fearless or that sure of myself in those moments? Because I don't give a fuck about dying in those moments. Well, to a degree. I do give a little more fuck now than I used to. Or a lot more fucks, I should say. Not a little. Because before I wouldn't have cared either way. Like, something were to happen. Like the time where that car that was like swerving into other cars that I started swerving back into, and they stopped and I was gonna get off and go, but I didn't know because they had their hand up. I couldn't see because they had like tinted windows a bit, so couldn't see in there. But younger me, like without a daughter, would have walked up regardless. I wouldn't have given a fuck. I wouldn't have thought twice about what they had, and that would have probably been stupid. Maybe they would have shot at me. You know, it could have happened, but in those moments, I wouldn't give a fuck. You know, it's like, oh well, I'm ready to meet my fate. If this is it. This is it. And now it's like I think twice. Like I was gonna walk. You know, before put myself purposefully in harm's way around outside of my door, the truck door, and walk over there. But then when I saw that, I was like, what if it is a gun? Like, what if he does shoot you? I had that thought, you know. I mean, I would normally have it anyways, but that voice, that energy that's angry always takes over, or it used to. But now it's like I have more of that rational thought because of my daughter and because of our job, you know. Like, that day I was on the way to go. They were waiting for me, actually. Jose and Marco were waiting for me. So I was like, thinking about that, like, oh, and then your daughter too, if something happens, you know, she needs you. And so I stayed there, like, behind the door, but I was still talking shit. Like, I was still like saying, fuck you, motherfucker, what, get out, bitch. Like, so I could see like what he had, because I was planning on, if he had a gun, fucking just pressing the gas into him with my truck. But you know, my point is that I think about it more now. Like, I think about the logistics and my safety more when those moments happen. Even though I have like that aggression still, that anger in me, you know, where I'm still, I guess, sometimes putting myself in those situations instead of avoiding them. Whenever they come to me, like, I don't run from them, I go towards them. You know, and maybe that's not the smartest thing to do, but that's just how I am. Like, I see people like that because I always think, when I see videos and shit of people doing stuff like that, I always think, like, why don't people do something? Like, why aren't you doing something? This motherfucker is acting like a piece of shit. Like, who gives a fuck what they have or what? If they have a gun or weapon, they should be taken out if that's what they're out there doing. Like, you know, That's how I see it. So when I'm out there and I see people doing crazy shit, I'm drawn to it. I want to go and like see what's up. I don't want to fucking run away and hide because I'm not a hider. I'm not a fucking weak person. I'm a fighter, and I'll fucking fight like anybody, anything, in any moment that I have to in order to protect, in order to, you know, keep people safe. Even if it might look like I'm being reckless and dangerous or whatever, and I probably am. My intention is, the safety, to keep people like that in their fucking shells, to keep them at bay, to so that they fucking know that the world isn't like just gonna cower to you if you're out there like that. It's not gonna fucking cower to you. Not the whole fucking world. Maybe your mom and dad cower, maybe your girlfriend and your boyfriend cower, and your sister and your brother and your kids cower, but everybody's not like that, and not everybody's gonna cower.